Hi Gemini, what's up? Welcome to your reading. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to see what messages want to come through for you, get some insight, get some guidance, see what you need to know right now. If this reading is helpful or insightful, let me know by leaving a like, comment, and subscribe. Private readings are available down below. And let's get right into your messages, Gemini. Let's see what's going on for you and what you have coming towards you, anything to look out for. Private readings are available down below if you're interested. And let's get right into this and see what Spirit wants you to know. First card out, we do have the Dead End. Something is finished. There's no turning back, all right? You may feel like you've hit a brick wall, or you've actually put a full stop. We have the King at the bottom. I'm gonna pull more, but he has like this little red token in his hand, and that makes me think of a stop sign. Like a mini, if you could take a stop sign and shrink it, it's literally the same. You see this hand here, and then the hand here. You put something to a stop. The fault line's also underneath the King, which tells me like you've successfully separated yourself. We have the Father, the empty room. Maybe this is with a masculine energy in your life. Father and the King. There's something coming up about like maybe it's a wound that you have from a masculine energy in your life, or from your upbringing, a father figure perhaps. There's something, a pattern, a cycle. There's something about that being brought up here for somebody, not for everybody, but it's like you've reached the end, or you've reached the max, you've reached your limit, you've had enough, or you're full stop, like you're done. End of a sentence, end of an era, end of a chapter. We have the shaman, the shaman coming out in front of the Dead End. I think it's like this is showing you anticipated this ending way before it happened. Tell me more about this, Gemini. What is Gemini going through? What does Gemini need to know right now? They gave me quite a few cards. We got these two that came up together, and then the bridge. So the prayer and the seed, and then the bridge coming out. So something's come to a complete end. It's at a standstill. The thing is, with the shaman, you were guided down this path. This happened for a reason. You might be at a point in your life where like, well, why? Like, why did this happen? I don't understand. There's a deeper lesson that you have yet to learn, or you are starting to discover, especially as we're in eclipse season. So this is significant and soul poignant. Like this is some karmic blueprint sort of thing, clearing out some karma, y'all. There seems to be massive soul growth, evolution, and transformation because of this. And I feel like you've tried, especially with the shaman. I feel like you are somebody who, you see the good in others, you see the light in others, you see people's potential. You naturally have this leader ability. You have this ability where you're able to guide and help other people and inspire others. And you see this beautiful little gemstone or diamond. It's like you've witnessed a lot during your life, and when you find yourself in relationships where you can see this person has gone through something there's a person, or there's these people that have gone through something that you have once experienced. It's like you want to support them, you want to show them, that you want to help them grow, you would like to be a pillar of support, and like this is a teacher energy, right? I feel like whoever you are, you have a huge influence in other people's lives. When they meet you, you have this huge ripple effect. You make people have to look at themselves. Kind of like, well, Gemini, you guys are the twins. It's like you are mirrors to a lot of people, and you show them their potential. You show them what they're capable of. And you also show them what they don't like. You mirror the positives, and you sometimes mirror the negatives, and it's like you just be mirroring these people. And anyways, it just looks like the shaman and the Dead End tells me that you have reached your limit, or you've just had enough of this. It looks like you could be saying farewell or saying goodbye to something that you once really cared about, or something that meant a lot to you. the thing is, we have the prayer and the seed. So it's like you're wanting some sort of new beginning. I'm not sure if it's related to this dead end, like you want to try and go back, or if you're looking for something completely new. We do have the bridge. I'll talk about that in a second, but I'm seeing that for some of you, there's a second chance or an opportunity to like make things right, or perhaps someone could be reaching out to, but we'll talk about that in a second. Let's put that to the side. The prayer and the seed. You've been calling something in, you've been manifesting something new. And this feels like this is the month where you're going to see the seed sprout. It feels like you have initiated something, you're about to take action, and things are going to get very interesting. Very, very interesting. So whatever the seed that you planted, even like on that lunar... Just kidding. We have the lunar eclipse in September. When the moon was in Virgo, and that was a new moon in Virgo, okay? It wasn't an eclipse, but we'll have a solar eclipse coming up in September on the 21st. I'm feeling like there's going to be some sort of correlation between like last weekend and then the next new moon. I'm seeing that within the next 3-4 weeks or so, a seed that you have planted, an intention that you had put out into the universe, it looks like it's coming to fruition, or it looks like something there is growing, and you're going to be seeing like the fruits of your labor. Yeah, I feel like the universe, God, spirit, source, the divine is giving you the tools you need to make something out of this situation, right? You've experienced some sort of dead end. Maybe another thing. Some of you, this is unrelated to what I just said. I'm getting a whole different meaning from this combination with the shaman and the dead end. For some of you who are extremely spiritual, you may be a light worker yourself. You may be somebody who is very tapped in. You have your own gifts, abilities, and some of you have been feeling blocked or disconnected. Some of you have been feeling just like detached, or like you've kind of disassociated from yourself or from old identities, or maybe you feel like a disconnect from your own guides, or when you go into meditation, there's not a whole lot that comes up, or it's almost like static. It's almost like empty. It's echoing. Even when we saw the empty room, there's a couple cards at the bottom. It was the king, the father, empty room, and I can't remember the other ones, but it's like it feels like there ain't much but an echo. Or it's just like you're praying for something, or you are asking God, universe, spirit, like show me a sign, and yet you feel like it's falling on deaf ears. But there's magic going on behind the scenes. When a seed is sprouting, we don't see much going on because it's underneath the ground, it's in the dirt. We don't dig up the seed that we just planted yesterday. We continue to give it water, we continue to give it light, and we have to give it time. And perhaps that's what the situation is right now. You're having to give this some time to develop, just kind of like film. I don't know if you do film photography, or shout out to anybody who's interested in photography or anything like that. But you know, with film, you have to give it time for the image to develop. And there's a whole procedure. And like even if you let a certain amount of light in, I don't know all the specifics. I have a really good friend, she's into film, and you can easily fuck it up. So this is giving a lot of precision. This is giving a lot of patience. This is giving a lot of trust, having faith, and having to surrender truly that whatever is out of your control, like take your hands off the wheel. And then the next card was the bridge. So go back to the first thing where it's like maybe you and someone you are not on the same page. Maybe you cut someone off. Maybe you've experienced an ending in some sort of relationship here. I am seeing for those that there's opportunity coming up over the next month or so of reconciliation. This is a card of repair, mending, healing, and fixing things if you're open to it. So here's the thing. Are you the one extending, or are you the one receiving? It's going to be different for everybody listening, so use your discernment. And then the other message that we were getting, like those feeling disconnected from yourself, from your passions, from your body, from just feeling off, right? I'm seeing with the bridge, this is where you're reconnecting back to that part of yourself, or those gifts, abilities that you felt that block or disconnect. You're reconnecting, all right? I'm seeing like a cord that's been cut. You know how you can stitch cords together depending on how strong the wire is, I guess. But like, for example, pair of wire headphones before Bluetooth. I remember I once broke a pair of headphones because I break things very easily. Like very easily. If I break something, it's not Jane proof. I'll tell you that. If you want to test how strong something is, give it to me. If I can break it, we need better material, okay? No, but I like stripped the wire back and I tied the wires back, like I tied them together, and like tell me why it worked. This was like a long time ago. I was like 12. So anyways, there's something here. You're reconnecting to something important, something that's valuable, something that's meaningful to you, okay? So let's see what that is. Let's see here. What else is going on? What else you need to know? And put this deck away. At the bottom, we do have the animal. There is this part of you that's really wanting to just like break free and remove all blocks, all limitations, and just get going, especially with the seed. You are the seed. You're ready to sprout, ready to grow. New era, new cycle, new life. So let's see what's going on, Gemini. I don't know why I'm like congested right now. It's like came up out of nowhere. I don't know what the heck's going on. Maybe you're feeling a little ill or under the weather. But yeah, let's see. Gemini. High Priestess reverse, 10 of Pentacles at the bottom. I'm going to pull more though, but some of you could be dealing with a Pisces. We have that lunar eclipse in Pisces on the 7th of September. 10 of Wands with the Page of Pentacles coming out together. This is a combination here. And at the bottom, 4 of Wands. There's something coming up about a partnership, relationship, or friendship here. It's going to take some work, but all I'm going to say right now is don't ignore your intuition. If something seems like it's too challenging or too difficult, don't get in your ego. Our ego likes to try and convince ourselves like, no, we can do this. Let's just, but like if you're in your core, you're like, you know, something doesn't feel right. Listen to that instinct. Listen to that instinct. So now we have these couple of cards that fell out. 5 of Swords, 9 of Cups, 4, hello, can I speak? 4 of Wands, 3 of Wands, and the Prince of Pentacles. Do you see someone being kind of hard to get, or someone who is definitely letting their ego rule them, control them, and they're acting in ways that are very petty and selfish. This is screaming like someone who's like, I'm going to get exactly what I want, when I want it, no ifs, ands, or buts. Someone could be going through a humbling experience with 2 of Pentacles in the world and the 5 of Pentacles. So you're dealing with someone here who is about to be taught a harsh lesson, or I'm seeing like you're teaching someone a big fat lesson. Like, I know I'm just repeating myself, but you are definitely looking like you're being pulled between 2 options or 2 paths here, and most likely you're leaning towards the side of letting something go that's unbalanced. There seems to be lack of reciprocation. I'm getting someone here who isn't considerate of your time. Very inconsiderate of your time. Okay, let's start from the beginning here with that High Priestess in the reverse, because I feel like this is kind of what we were seeing with the shaman, right? You've been getting a lot of clear signals from your intuition from day one with this person, with these people. It's been very clear from the get-go, and you may have ignored it or overlooked those signs. You may have given these people the benefit of the doubt. High Priestess reverse is showing things clearly. It's that big reveal, the big ol' reveal, true colors exposed, seeing it for what it really is after maybe you've been in denial about it, or you've been ignoring the signs, or at the bottom it was the 10 of Pentacles. So it's like perhaps you've allowed other people's opinions to, you know, kind of tell you what to do instead of you listening to your own inner knowing. And maybe these people that you're dealing with, they're very close to you, friends, family, maybe people that you work with, okay? So we have the 10 of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. Big opportunity for personal growth and development. Huge opportunity to show the universe how much you have expanded and learned and evolved, especially, and this is where an eclipse season, like this is the time to really show what you know. Okay, 6 months ago versus where you are today, how much have you grown? How much have you learned? How much have you changed? And this is the time where we're gonna be showing a few little tests to see, you know, set the tone for the next 6 months. So do we want to go through the last 6 months again, or are we trying to break the habit, break the cycle, break the pattern, and start something new? Something that's more in alignment, because, oops, hit the microphone stand with my foot. Anyways, you've been putting in a lot of effort. There is something that's weighing you down. There is something that's very draining. It's very tiring. It's exhausting. You also feel like you're not being heard, or you feel like your opinion is being ignored, or like someone here makes you feel unseen. Ten of Wands, Page of Pentacles. Like, it takes a lot of effort, a lot with this situation. It takes a lot for this person to even consider your feelings or your point of view, or I get this whole like my way or the highway sort of thing. And I'm seeing like maybe there's an offer that comes on in with this Page of Pentacles, Princess of Pentacles, a possible offer that comes in, but it's something that weighs you down, or it stresses you out, or you already have a lot on your plate with this Ten of Wands. And this is just something that I don't really see it adding a whole lot of value, at least not right now. Because then we have the Five of Swords that came out. So this tells me that there's tension. This tells me that there are some bitter feelings that are unresolved, I would say. And there's a pattern, there's a cycle here. This isn't the first time, this ain't the first rodeo. You've witnessed this pattern in this situation multiple times. So you would be doing yourself a disservice by ignoring that, ignoring what's right in front of you. So we have the Five of Swords, Nine of Cups, Four of Wands. So it's like whoever you're dealing with, they would like to be given what they want when they ask. No, they don't even ask for it. I feel like they assume, or they just overstep. Get an energy of overstepping boundaries. This is a very self-centered energy. And like, don't get me wrong, it's good to be centered in yourself. It's good to know yourself. It's good to put yourself first, 1000%. But this is different, where it's coming across someone who's being very like cruel, someone who is being controlling and inconsiderate, and also just petty and competitive. And I'm hearing it's always a game. It's always a game where it's like cat and mouse, or like with this person or these people, they like the chase. And when you show up uninterested, they want to try and win you back or win you over, or try. It's like the moment that you show, where is it? The dead end. The moment you show like you're done, you're over it, they start to breadcrumb you and paint this magical picture of like everything that you want or how great life is gonna get. Like they start making these plans for the future, and it sounds really promising. But then nothing really happens here. Three of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. It is very slow energy. Is there movement? Yeah, but it's not extreme. It's not of significance, at least not what I'm seeing here. We even have a Five of Pentacles at the bottom, which tells me that it's just leads to nothing, or it leads to just stagnancy. Yeah, look at this is what is coming to an end here. This is what you're like, you know what? I'm not really feeling this anymore. So why am I forcing this? So yeah, I get a sense that someone may not be respectful of your energy, of your time, of what you have to offer. You may be done overextending. I think that's something that you have been working on. So let me see if there's anything else, a different perspective or different storyline I can see here. Five of Swords, Nine of Cups, Four of Wands. Three of Wands. See, because there is a setback. We go from the Four of Wands, where this is talking about like harmony and like relationship, friendship, celebration, enjoying each other's company, and then we kind of take a step back from that. With the Three of Wands, I feel like there's distance, or it's kind of like someone that comes to you when they need something, when they want something, when it's convenient, and then they're gone, they disappear, and then the Knight of Pentacles is gonna be a long time till you hear from them again. Someone who can be very stubborn at times. I'm seeing a wishy-washy energy. What I will say is let them come to you. I think it's important you don't keep on chasing this mouse, okay? Cat and mouse sort of thing. And this doesn't seem like it is over, but I feel like you've kind of reached a dead end where it's like, well, I can't go any further here. What, you want me to walk the plank? Like, nah, I ain't doing that. Like, and when you're in a dead end, you have to turn around, which tells me you'll probably have to face this or deal with this situation, deal with these people, deal with the circumstance. Let's see here. This is a great time. Let's switch gears. This is a great time for you to really focus on what you want for your future moving forwards, where you're headed, where you're going in your journey. Another thing I'm getting from this is as you are stepping into alignment and just things that bring you joy, peace, pleasure, and happiness, there may be some people that feel resentment towards you or jealous of you in a way. Yeah. Thing is though, you've worked really hard to get to where you are. There's some people in your life that don't see that, or they don't recognize that, or they have a hard time comprehending that you earned this. And it's like they feel, I don't know, again, there's like this competitiveness, like they compare themselves a lot to you. And I don't know, it just doesn't seem the healthiest or the purest of energies or purest of relationships. So keep that in mind. And I do feel this was at the bottom. Two of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, the World. It looks like you could be possibly just saying, you know what, this really is not worth my energy. This is something that perhaps throws you off balance. This person might ask you for money. Oh my God, my nose, hello? My left side is blocked, and left is all about receiving, right? The left side is also the feminine. Right side is action and it's masculine. And my left side is like blocked all of a sudden. So it's like you have a hard time receiving, or you don't really receive from this person. Or maybe just in general, like what I just said, is maybe you have a hard time receiving. Normally you give, you're used to giving. And so is there some part or aspect that you have a hard time accepting or receiving from others? And so you try to convince yourself like, oh no, I don't need anything. I don't want anything. It's fine. I don't need their help, or I don't need their support, or I don't need them checking up on me. But it's like, are you just saying that because that's what you've been used to in your life and your experiences, and you're used to, like, because I also saw the Hermit. We had the Chariot and the Hermit. It's like, are you used to just doing things all on your own, or you have a hard time trusting people? Nine of Swords. I don't know. I'm seeing something like that coming up here. So this is all being cleansed, purged, cleared. Actually, before we clarify the tarot, I want to pull a few on here. The shaman, what's your intuition saying about all this? It's driving me nuts today. Why is the shaman here? What is Gemini's intuition trying to tell them at this time? Five of Cups. Clearly this ain't working. He has this flag, and it's got like kind of the finish line flag, right? We see the black and white squares. And then it's also covered in red, so it's like, pay attention to the red flags. And honestly, it's like your intuition knows like this is just going to continue to keep disappointing you. Nine of Pentacles. That you deserve better. Nine of Pentacles is someone who is very confident, very successful, very deserving and hardworking. You don't deserve this. So Seven of Wands, Eight of Cups, and the Three of Wands. So you may feel like you owe this person an explanation. If you were to just up and leave or walk away or distance yourself, you feel as if it's going to be met with some sort of resistance or judgment or conflict of some sort. This is kind of what you're expecting here. Perhaps that's what you're anticipating, right? We're clarifying the shaman. What's your intuition trying to tell you? Well, Five of Cups, your intuition is telling you, yeah, this cycle is going to happen again. This person, these people have disappointed you before. I don't know if much is going to change. You're sensing that. And especially if you're going through some difficult times in your life and you're not receiving support and you could be feeling really alone, you're like, well, why the hell am I around these individuals or energies? They aren't helping me at all. They don't seem to give a fuck. So, you know, Three of Wands, Eight of Cups, and the Seven of Wands. Again, you're anticipating, it may not happen today or tomorrow, but you're definitely, you sense that the time has come, or it's time to walk away, or it's time to really like stand your ground and to stand up for yourself and to not tolerate this disrespect or people that don't care. This is heavy. Oh, Gemini. Okay, so the dead end, and why is the dead end here? I want to say, like Queen of Cups and the Five of Wands reverse, you're used to being like the problem solver and like the fixer upper, and you're used to being like the peacemaker and resolving problems and like, hey, are you okay? Are you feeling some type of way? I've noticed you've been acting different. Like normally you're the one to like try and mend things or heal things, or you check up on people when you notice their energy's off. Why is the dead end here? I feel like you're just done overextending. Knight of Pentacles. This is also, I'm seeing this is something that you're gradually doing. It's not something that you have your free will. You could just be pulling the plug tomorrow. But I feel with this energy, you're slowly backing away and they don't even really notice, or that's how it feels. Let's see. Tell me the dead end for Gemini. Tower. Nine of Wands coming out again. We have the Four of Cups reverse and the Page of Wands. Well, they do notice. Let me tell you that. They do notice. It is something that kind of hits them like a bag of bricks. So, seeing that they're some of you dealing with a Scorpio, or something about Scorpio season could be poignant, or maybe something gets heated around then. You might experience, so keep that in mind. Late fall. Late fall could be important, or middle of fall. I guess Scorpio season's middle. But anyways, stand your ground, put your foot down, stand on business. But let me tell you, your lack of effort, your absence is felt. And it will be brought up. It will be acknowledged. And you most likely will get like a phone call or a message, or this person's gonna like try and talk to you face to face. But it's like, because you've pulled back your energy, you pulled back your light, you pulled back your effort, and they've noticed that. And they probably come back around, they want something from you, and you're not there like you normally would have been. What's at the bottom? Nine of Swords. And so this is with the dead end. Just, do you feel guilty about this? Please remove that guilt. Nine of Swords, 10 of Swords, and the Two of Swords. So some of you feel really guilty about this. Okay, we have 5 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. You may feel like this person or these people really need you, or rely on you, or need your support, or need your guidance, or need your money, or need like... There's something you're kind of overlooking. 10 of Swords and the 9 of Swords. You feel guilty about walking away. You feel like, oh crap. How is this going to affect this person? I don't want to make this person feel bad, sort of thing. So that's kind of what we were feeling a little bit earlier with this 10 of Wands and this Page of Pentacles. This is a big opportunity for personal growth and development here. And it's a little uncomfortable. And let's see why the bridge is out. Because I feel like there could be some sort of offer that comes in, right? Let's see, why is the bridge here for Gemini? Oh, I just looked up in my contact, went blurry. Okay. How about the bridge for Gemini? 6 of Pentacles in the reverse, you guys. That's all about imbalance of the give and receive. My screen just glitched. I don't know if it glitched in the actual video, but on my screen it glitched. King of Cups and the King of Pentacles. 2 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles, Magician. So it's literally when you pull back your energy, now they want you. That's literally what this is showing here. 6 of Pentacles reverse is bringing in that imbalance. You're feeling like lack of justice in this situation. You could be feeling a bit burned, or just unsatisfied overall. feeling like you have given so much and gotten nothing in return. You've shown up here being emotional support. You've shown up here bringing tangible physical support, financial support. You have been reliable. You have been trustworthy. You have, you're someone to confide in. You do not go around spilling everybody's secrets and drama. You keep things to yourself. You're somebody who's definitely very trustworthy, and you give people a safe space to open up and trust you and rely on you. And yet, so at the 2 of Cups at the bottom, 8 of Pentacles, and Magician, it definitely looks like this person or these people that you're stepping back from, I see them trying to make more of an effort, but it's when you're slipping away. So like, that's kind of where it's a red flag, sort of, but you're gonna have to use your discernment and see what happens. But I do feel that these people or person notices that you aren't putting much effort in, or you're not really showing much interest in them, and now it makes them want to like win you over, win you back. Let's see here. Temperance, 6 of Cups, yeah, and the 2 of Pentacles. And then you're gonna be on the fence of, should you let this person back in? Should you try again? Should you give them another shot? Temperance, Sagittarius energy, 6 of Cups, and the 2 of Pentacles, that's earth and water. So now it's like you're also being pulled between your mind, your logic, your head, versus your heart, and seeing the good in people and having care, having love for these people, or like you generally like these people. There may be some things you dislike about them, but there's things that you do like. So then underneath that, we do have the 7 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. So, whatever's truly meant for you will never pass you by. If these people are meant to be in your life, they will show up, they will put the effort in, they will choose you. And if not, you got new energy coming in that will be of that vibration, of that calibration, you know what I mean? You definitely aren't going to be alone. Let me tell you that, Gemini. You are not going to be alone. You are attracting like-minded souls, like-minded people, true friends, true love, true genuine connections. Your prayers are being answered. Your prayers have been heard. Although I know at times it may not feel like it, but remember, every rejection is redirection. It's God's protection as well. So let's see the prayer and the seed, and then I'm gonna wrap this up. Tell me about the prayer and the seed for Gemini. Prayer and the seed. So 10 of Wands, this fellow on the 9 of Cups and the 5 of Wands. So this is first of all saying like, hey, you got some unfinished business you need to take care of. This is weighing you down. This is something that is occupying your mind, taking up a lot of your energy, and it is something that is also bleeding into like current partnerships, future partnerships. It's like you're carrying a lot here, and you had the 10 of Wands come out twice. This can also be bringing up something about burnout or overexhaustion, but honestly, you guys are needing to make some space and clear whatever that's not serving you or whatever that is draining you. Okay. Tell me about the prayer and the seed. So Spirit's saying like, hey, we hear your prayers, but you need to have space so that this seed can grow. You ever see a seed trying to grow through like a concrete like sidewalk? It's gonna grow like this big and then it's gonna die. It's like, you need more space. We need to clear the concrete. Not a whole lot can grow in concrete. It can try, and it might grow for a little bit, but it most likely is not going to really be sustainable for the long term. So something must be cleared, something must be removed, and that's kind of what this reading's been about. 8 of Swords, but you're feeling stuck. Or you're feeling trapped, or like you can't. Devil, oh my goodness. Well, you know what? You might not see it, but you aren't stuck in this. Or universe is helping you get out of this very restrictive situation. What is this? King of Swords. So you're really having to lean into your backbone. 10 of Cups at the bottom. This could definitely be around like family or close friends or people that, you've known for a very long time, where they have been overstepping and just treating you unfairly. So clarifying the prayer and the seed, this is your way out. this is your way out. And King of Swords, I think, is saying how much you have to stand up for yourself. You need to set your boundary, and you also just need to see things for what they really are. I feel like the Eight of Swords and the Devil, you've been trying to convince yourself it's not that bad. Oh, I'm being dramatic. Oh, I'm being too sensitive. Or that's what this person could be telling you. Red fucking flag. And I think it's time to get real with yourself. It's time to, you know, reality check kind of thing going on here. King of Swords and Eight of Swords. I think that you've kind of had the blinders on for a while, or you've given people benefit of the doubt, but it's been really tainting your energy. It's been affecting you mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, and even financially. So this is something that is being worked through. Ten of Cups, High Priestess, and the Five of Swords. It's the same thing. It's the same fucking thing. Where it's showing here, your intuition is kind of nudging you. Kind of saying like, hey, the longer you stay in this, the more unhappy you're going to be. And also the more difficult it is going to be to remove yourself. Why waste another second, another hour, another day around people, energies, situations that are not making you happy? Life is short. We never know when our last day is up, truly. So keep it in perspective, because the High Priestess, it's facing towards the Ten of Cups, saying what you want, what you desire is out there, but you have to be brave enough to take that leap and to walk away from the things that don't serve you. And that could be a process itself. And from what it looks like, this may not be something that just happens instantaneously overnight, you know? Knight of Pentacles came out twice in this reading. It looks like this is something that you're going to be doing gradually, which makes sense why I had said Scorpio season. And we also saw Sagittarius and Capricorn. So even this might be something that plays out over the last couple of months of 2025. So I'm just saying, hopefully it's a lot sooner, but everybody's got their free will. Everyone's situation is different. You could be in a very difficult, complex situation that may not be so simple, right? But hopefully you'll be out of this energy sooner than later. But if not, you'll be out of this by the end of the year. But you gotta start taking that energy elsewhere. Your time, your energy is precious. It's valuable. Do not waste it on energy people that do not give a fuck or respect you. You deserve to be loved, seen, respected, and cherished. And yeah, so that's where we're gonna leave your reading, Gemini. Very intense. Oh my god, I did not expect that. I didn't know what to expect in your reading, but I did not expect that. But that's what needed to come through for this collective. So I hope this reaches whoever this needs, this confirmation. And yeah, I'll see y'all later. Have a fantastic day. And yeah, take care.